What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Extra Point, episode 33. I am Hunter along with Nick. How are you doing, Nick?
As always, Hunter, I am doing very well.
Yep, very
How are
well.
you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's
You know the drill.
great.
And why am I doing fantastic?
Because Josh Jacobs, um,
Okay, yeah, well,
I don't know.
it's because I'm breathing and I'm living. I say it every single fucking time, Nick. What the hell? Get your shit
I,
together.
I, I don't. I try to ignore you as much as possible, and
I get
apparently
it.
I'm doing a damn good job of it because
You
I have
are
no idea.
fucking
So,
pathetic. Anyway,
so.
welcome to the Extra Point, episode 33. We have two topics today. Like always, we're going to be predicting week 10, and we will also be recapping the Thursday night football matchup that just happened today. We are recording this right after Thursday night football between the Chargers and the Raiders pulled out a ugly but win out of Oakland against the Los Angeles Chargers. So we'll be recapping that first and then doing our Week 10 predictions. So without further ado, Nick, let's begin. Thursday night football, we had the Chargers and the Raiders won 26 to 24, moving to 5-4, and the Chargers fall to 4-6.
They sure did. I called the Chargers winning, but like we talked about in our previous video predicting the Thursday night game. It was a close game. Both teams very evenly matched. I said it'd be high scoring. It wasn't that. I mean, there were some plays made, but it was not that high scoring. Defenses
No,
made plays, which shocked me a little bit there. Um, Honestly, I'm sorry. I know I normally don't blame Philip Rivers for them losing, but he threw some
oh, it was
ugly
ugly.
interceptions in this game. He threw a pick six in this game, and he played so fucking terrible. And let me tell you something. They had the ball with about 50 something seconds left. Okay, on their own 25,
Yep.
three timeouts, only down two because the Raiders kicker missed a fucking PAT. And I don't know what the hell. I don't know if Rivers made the play calls in the huddle or if he audibled or if they designed the play calls. They literally needed probably 40 yards to get in a guy's field goal range. And they tried getting all 40 in one play every time. You know what happened, Hunter? They had no yards at all. They had 5 yards from a fucking like a defensive holding penalty on fourth down. And that was it. Other than that, they went like 0 for 7 passing. That was their 50-second, that was their 2-minute drill. The worst
Yeah.
thing I have ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
All they did was launch it down the field, and naturally, as expected, it ends on a fucking ugly ass interception by Philip Rivers, his third of the game. He's the reason they lost. He
I
really is.
agree. Yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
there's my Chargers take.
eight
Raiders, they
plays,
played okay. Yeah.
8 plays, and you're going to bomb it 20, 30 plus yards on 7
Every
of the 8 plays or
fucking
6 of the eight
time.
plays.
I mean,
I'm not I'm
you
not
got
saying
three
that was the only
timeouts.
problem.
I mean, what the fuck?
I'm not saying that was the reason they lost. You are completely
Well, no,
correct.
but that was
Philip
pathetic.
Rivers was the
Yeah,
reason they lost. That was a
damn right it was.
pathetic fucking showing by him. But you got to think if this was up on the staff and the coach, that was a fucking horrible minute drive
Their new offense coordinator should no longer be the offense coordinator
after
after the
that right there.
terrible play calling. My
Pathetic.
God.
But yeah, my Charger take, fucking Philip Rivers did nothing but shit. And actually, Josh Gordon, Melvin Gordon had a really good game,
He
and I
did.
think he was
He
the
did.
only thing that came good out of the Chargers
I
team.
think I think Eckler, him and Eckler they got to be the best running back duo in football, man. Those
Oh yeah,
two are a beast, and they both did good. They both got in the end zone, and they both got big plays. But Philip Rivers is a fucking idiot, and my God, what a terrible! You know what's funny? His career numbers are the best against Oakland. He normally shreds the Raiders, and he got his ass kicked
well he
straight up.
definitely shredded the Raiders. Yeah, definitely. What was your take on the Raiders? Speaking of them,
The Raiders, just first of all, penalties. My God,
oh they about lost it just then. Yeah.
they got to chill the fuck out. Okay, they're looking like the Browns, which actually they're pretty close. I think they're third in penalties on the year. So John Gruden's got to get that shit right. That would make all the difference in the world too. But Derek Carr is still a damn good quarterback. He's still consistent. Good QBR. Chargers got a lot of good defensive players. He made some good plays. But Josh Jacobs, man, they didn't have many rushing yards. But when they needed it, he gave it to them. And on a 3rd and 1, down by 3, he said, fuck you guys. Granted, the hole was there. Their O-line is stout. The hole was there. But he exploded through. He got a 20-yard touchdown run. I think he broke a couple tackles on it. And I thought, damn, that guy's a beast. So the Raiders, their defense was fortunate enough to play against a shitty Phillip Rivers tonight. And their offense had Josh Jacobs to rely on down the stretch. So they got it going on. I think they're 5-4 now. They're above 500. I'm a little shocked.
My Raider take, Derek Carr is performing well. He missed a good bit of wide open fucking passes, but that's okay. Yeah. He's still consistent, like you said. The Raiders, if they would have lost this game, I would have said they beat themselves because the Chargers play like complete ass on both sides of the ball. And or for the offense, most importantly, and penalties just fucked them over. So, but they ended up pulling out the win. Derek Carr did okay. Josh Jacobs, I've been saying it since the beginning. They need to be a run first offense. They have the offensive scheme built to be a run first offense. The offensive line is built to be a run offense, and Josh Jacobs is a fucking beast. They need to stop letting Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington run the fucking ball. I don't know why I get it. Jalen Richard is more of a receiving back, and on 3rd and long or 3rd and 5 or whatever, they put him in. But when he gets the ball, he and DeAndre Washington cannot see a hole to save their life. They run straight into tackles. Josh Jacobs, on the other hand, has some good fucking vision and can find holes and fight for yards. I honestly think Josh Jacobs needs to be an every down back, but that's just me. I'm not the coach. And I'm not just saying that because he's on like 3 of my fantasy teams. I'm saying that because he's a really good running back, and he is honestly the main reason that Oakland's offense is top 10 in the league. So
all offenses with a good run game are the best offenses. It's just numbers. Look it up. Look at the Ravens, number 1 ranked offense, number 1 rush. I mean, Cowboys, they're like top 5 rush. You know, and he keeps them alive. But their fucking O-line though, we need to talk more about them one of these days because they are phenomenal. They're big as shit. They're huge. They're impressive. I wish Patriots had their O-line.
Yeah, but the Raiders are looking good, and we both chose the Chargers to win, but we've been talking about the Raiders a lot, especially in the offseason, and I'm glad they're doing good, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from John Gruden back in Oakland.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second topic of the day, we have our Week 10 predictions. Starting off, we have the Ravens at the Bengals. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Okay, so after that, we got the Bills at the Browns. Okay, so the Ravens are going to win. I'm sorry. If the Bills keep it close, I don't know what I'll do. The Bengals. If they keep it close, I'll be very shocked. I don't know. I don't really know. If they have a decent run defense, they might keep it a game. I think it was actually a pretty close game a few weeks ago when they played. I don't know if the Ravens played shitty or they didn't show up or what happened, but I don't know. The Ravens should win. The Bengals, depending on their run defense, we'll see how that goes. And the Finley, I think quarterback from NC State, Ryan Finley, a rookie, will be getting his first career NFL start over the all-time great legend Andy Dalton, who will be sitting out hopefully the rest of the season and for the rest of my life. And maybe he'll retire or something because he's terrible. So we'll see, but the Ravens are a better team, so I'm going with the Ravens.
They played October 13th, 2019, and the Ravens beat the Bengals 23-17. That was their last battle.
Wow, really
I'm going to choose the Ravens as well. Their running attack is just fucking phenomenal. The designed runs for Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram are superb. A lot of credit goes into the coaching staff and the offensive coordinator and John Harbaugh. So I think the Ravens are going to win this. I don't know how Finley's going to do. Quite frankly, I think he'll probably do decent. He'll be just as good as Andy
He
Dalton,
was
if
he was a
not better.
solid pocket passer in college, like a really
Right.
good one actually. So
I don't think they'll win. I think they're going to continue to lose and go 0-9, but I see him doing okay. The Ravens defense is going to give him a fight, and it's going to be a tough first game for him against that fucking pass rush. So I'm going to go Ravens. Lamar Jackson's still going to run the shit out of the ball, and they're going to beat the Bengals, make them 0-9, and the Ravens are moving to 7-2.
kabang. There you go.
Kabang, kaboom. Moving on to the Bills at the Browns. Bills 6-2, Browns 2-6, still sucking ass. Who do you got in this one?
I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one. Actually, I mean, I'm not too high on the Bills. They got a good run, a solid run game anyway. Um, Josh Allen had a solid game last week. Can he keep it up? The Browns have a lot of good skill players. I don't know how Bills offense is going to fare. Granted, the Bills defense is still at least top 10. I know they've given up some stuff on the ground. That's what concerns me is their rush defense. Look at Philly. They ran all up and down their asses pretty handedly. So, the Browns have Nick Chubb. If they can, for somehow, some way, not be the Browns, not get 14 fucking penalties a game, not make some of the dumbest decisions ever, decent coaching, and just give Nick Chubb the fucking football, they'll win the game. If Nick Chubb gets the ball a lot, I think they'll win. So I'm going to go with the Browns. A lot of ifs there, but I'm going with the Browns. So.
Now, we keep saying week in and week out that the Bills are the worst 6-2, 5-2, 4-2 team that we have seen in the past 10 years.
They sure as shit are. They really are.
But they get the job done, okay? I don't know how they do it, but Sean McDermott is a damn good coach, and he gets the job done.
That's probably why, yeah.
Yeah, so I keep choosing the Browns to win, like the Broncos game. I chose the Browns to win. They ended up fucking losing. I don't know who else I chose them to win over, but they fucking lost. So I'm done rooting for the Browns and picking the Browns. Like you are with the Vikings, I'm done with the Browns. So I'm going to choose the Bills.
Okay.
The Bills have a good run game and have a fucking really good defense. They're ranked 11th in rushing. Frank Gore's getting the job done. And I think Josh Allen can do pretty good. He's done pretty well against the last 2-3 teams that he's faced. So I think Josh Allen will do really good, and the offense will score on the Browns. And quite frankly, Nick Chubb is the only thing the Browns have going for them at this point in time, and they're going up against a top 5 defense in football. So I'm going to go Bills. Not going Browns. Fuck the Browns.
Fuck the Browns. Hey, shit, I feel you. If they can't win this point, I'll be on that train. Like, yeah, who gives a shit? They're going to lose every week.
Also, I don't know if you heard, but rumor going around that Freddie Kitchens is going to get fired here soon. So,
oh well, terrific. It's about 10 weeks too late, but okay.
We said this how long ago, and now they're just now talking about it?
Legit, like week 3, we were like, yeah, this coach sucks.
Yeah.
And here they are. 2-6.
It's amazing. Whoever's watching these videos, I feel like the NFL or these general managers are actually taking in advice.
They are. They have to be.
We've said a lot of things that have happened. We've said
a lot of shit has been predicted accurately. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we need to get some fucking recognition.
Get some recognition, at NFL.
I mean, I'm tagging some fucking people on Twitter. You're doing it on Instagram, and we're trying here, but it needs to fucking happen because this is ridiculous.
I'm just gonna reach out to old Pat McAfee and see what he can do.
We do that too.
Yeah, we do.
Apparently, the NFL is stealing his ideas. You saw that video.
I did. Yes.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the Lions. We talked a lot about them last episode about their high-powered offense and Matthew Stafford kicking ass. They are 3-4-1, and they are traveling to Chicago to face Mitchell Trubisky and the fucking 3-5 Bears.
Oh, this honestly be a good game. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Okay.
Lions have a pretty shitty defense, mainly defensive backs. On paper, I mean, shit, they got a couple good ones, but they fucking suck. So they give up a lot of passing yards. However, they're playing Mitchell Trubisky, and Matt Nagy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing this year. So that's pretty even. I'll give the Lions the edge on that one. Their offense is phenomenal. I think Matt Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in football this year. I mean, I'm talking Russell Wilson, Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers, Matt Stafford,
Yep.
honestly.
I get it.
Um, so their offense is the shit. They're one of the best offenses in football. They have a decent run game, finally. However, they're still passing the hell out of it, so good for them.
Like it matters.
But they're playing the Bears defense. I, preseason, I would have said the Bears are going to win, like, I don't know, like 21-0, but they're so not that great, but yet they're not that terrible, but yet they should be better. They're one of those teams. So I'm going to go with the Lions. I don't really know how it's going to work out because the Bears are really confusing. They're really confusing me. There's no excuse for their 3-5 start. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to go Lions.
I'm
They
gonna go
should
Lions.
they should lose, but I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions as well. The Bears are on, I do believe, a 4-game losing streak, and it's
Yeah.
all because of the offense. The defense is still top 10. It's ranked 9th in the NFL. That's counting bye weeks and
About
whatnot.
9 spots
But
higher than I thought it would be.
I mean, you've been bagging on Chuck Pagano, and I honestly think Matthew Stafford's going to rip Chuck Pagano a new fucking asshole. I
You
do. I
think so? I
really
mean,
do
I
believe
can't. It wouldn't shock me. Well, by now it wouldn't shock me.
Matthew Stafford's going to do it by himself. He's
He
having a
can.
great year. We've talked about it last episode. He is carrying this fucking Lions offense. I
Yep.
think the Lions will honestly. They don't even have to play defense to stop the Bears' offense. They could just sit on the sideline and rest
The
up, and I
Bears are
think the
gonna
Bears
fuck
will
it up
fuck
on their
themselves.
own. Yep.
The
Yep.
Bears will fuck themselves over on offense. That's
Yep.
how bad they are right now. They're ranked 29th in the league,
Yeah, they are.
but they look like 35th, and there's only 32 teams in the
That's
NFL.
right. 35.
So,
Wow.
so the Bears look like shit. They're on a 4-game losing streak, I do believe, and I'm going to choose the Lions just because Matthew Stafford is a fucking beast right
That's a
now.
good ass reason. Yep.
Yeah. Moving on to the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Battle of New York in MetLife Stadium. Giants are 2-7. Jets are 1-7. Can the Jets pull this win out and get the ball rolling?
I'll tell you what, the Giants remind me similar to the Buccaneers in that I think with Daniel Jones and of course Saquon Barkley, they're not as bad as their 2-7 record shows. I'd say they could easily be about 4-4, truthfully, or 4-5, something like that. So and the Jets, they beat the Cowboys. I don't know what the fuck Cowboys did that game, but the Jets are fucking
Oh,
terrible.
I know what they did. Nothing. That's what they did.
Apparently not, because they lost to the Jets, and I'm sorry, the Jets are fucking awful. They are. Sam
They're
Darnold
dog
is
shit.
so disappointing. He's more disappointing than Trubisky and the Bears.
So much hype. We put so much hype
Me
on
and you
this
had
team.
these as possible wild card
We did.
guys. Them and the Bills, and
We
the
were
Bills
right about the
living up
Bills.
to it. The fucking Jets. Oh my god. I mean, they're worse than the Dolphins. Clearly, they just lost to the Dolphins. So I think the Giants will win. I don't think it's going to be that close because they're kicking their ass. Plus, it's old Leonard Williams against his old team. He's probably going to fucking eat Sam Darnold alive. So it's going to be a dominant win, if you ask me, for the Giants over the Jets.
I can see a dominant win. I'm going to go Giants. And like you said, I think the Giants have a better team than their record shows
Yeah.
on offense.
Yeah, they
Their
do.
defense is fucking horrific.
No,
I
no,
mean, I'm pretty sure me and you could go out
Yes.
there and do something against their defense.
I
And that's
think
not
you could.
saying much.
That's really bad.
The Giants' offense is actually really good. Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate make a pretty good duo in the receiving
Mhm.
core.
Evan Ingram,
Saquon
solid
Barkley
tight end.
is
Yeah.
probably the third best running back in football this year. And he was hurt for fucking 4 weeks, 3 weeks. And Daniel Jones is looking pretty solid. I mean, he's had a couple shaky games against some hard-fought teams, but he's looking all right. So their offense is really good, and I think they will kick the Jets' ass in that category, offense versus defense. However, the Jets, if they want to get the ball rolling on offense, this is the defense to do it against. Sam Darnold, I don't know what the fuck he's smoking. We had a lot of hype on the Jets before he got mono.
He's those ghosts
before the
still,
season
man.
actually started.
Shit.
We were talking about them being a wild card team. We were right about the Bills. We are wrong about the Jets. But
Way off.
Adam Gase needs to fucking stop coaching forever. He needs to go back to a middle school team and coach that, or maybe not. Maybe Pee Wee
Maybe
flag
just
football.
don't
I don't
coach
know.
anything at all.
And we could coach the
better.
Jets and probably be a lot better than him at it.
I fucking
So,
guarantee you. Not even joking.
well, I'm not either. So I'm going to choose the Giants over the Jets. The Jets are really fucking disappointing, and the Giants are actually a decent team with a horrible record. So, but if the Jets want to get something going, this is the team to do it against on offense because their defense is probably going to get torched. Moving on to the Chiefs and the Titans. Chiefs are 6-3, coming off a strong win versus the Vikings, and they are facing the Tennessee Titans, who had a hard loss against the Carolina Panthers, falling to 4-5. Will Ryan Tannehill get the upset?
I think Tannehill's probably gonna have a solid game.
Yeah.
Because I'm still not high on the Chiefs defense. I think they're still ass. So, but word on the street is Mahomes is playing. I'm gonna say one of these, and you're gonna let me have this. If Patrick Mahomes plays, then the Chiefs will win. If he does not, I think the Titans will win. And I can only say that today because they haven't confirmed he's playing yet.
You're calling a, what was it, 2015 or 2016 wild card upset in Kansas City?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Mariota throwing the touchdown
gonna throw
pass
a damn pass to himself in the fucking end zone.
That's what you're calling right now?
Dude. Yeah, fuck it. Only if Mahomes plays, I think they're going to put up too many points. But they don't know yet, so I don't know.
The Titans, every single fourth down they get, they're going to have to go for it. It'll matter if it's 4th and 55.
Yep. They're going to have to go for 2 a couple times, probably up the ante a little bit. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes will play most likely. You already said that. I think that's the only thing they got going for them. Their defense fucking is horrific, like you said. So I don't say. I mean, Ryan Tannehill will have a solid game, but Derrick Henry should have a monster game. He's my player to watch this game.
He's a hoss.
Kansas City Chiefs cannot stop the run whatsoever.
They can't stop the pass either. Well, just saying.
Derrick Henry should have a damn good running game. If you have him in fantasy, start his ass. And the Chiefs, I'm going to call the Chiefs to win it just because their offense is too overpowered. But I can see the Titans putting up a fight. I don't see them winning at all, though. Even if Matt Moore does start, I don't see the Titans winning. They're just not all there. It's that roller coaster team we've been talking about. I just don't see it happening. I do see the Chiefs whooping some fucking ass, though. However, did you see Marcus Mariota? He is taking snaps at receiver in practice.
No shit.
Yes, he is actually indeed taking snaps at receiver in practice with Ryan Tannehill as the quarterback.
That's fucking awesome. You know what? He can do the opposite of like Julian Edelman, quarterback his whole life, goes pro, and transitions to a receiver. How fucking cool. Hey, he'd be a good slot receiver, I think. Shit.
If he can handle it, if he can handle the hits, yeah.
He's not a bitch.
He might be a little too tall. I don't know how tall he is, but that's a question mark.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah. All right, we got the Cardinals, who are 3-5-1, coming off of they lost last week, didn't they? Who'd they lose to? San Francisco? Yeah.
They lost, yeah. We're a close game, by the way.
Yeah.
Undefeated team.
They have an extended week from a Thursday night football. Now they're playing Sunday. Extended week to prepare and rest. Going up against a hard 2-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers team in Tampa Bay. This is going to be a very good matchup in my opinion.
This is my game of the week. Okay.
It actually
it's a 1 o'clock game. It's on Fox. This is going to be a good fucking game.
1 o'clock game to watch.
You could flip a coin on this one. Both teams are to me far and away way better than their records. Like, what are the Buccaneers, like 2-7 or something?
Bucks are 2-6.
They're
way
better
than 3-5-1.
Cardinals are better than that. Yeah. So this is gonna be a really good game. I can't help but they keep going in my head. The trio of Winston, Godwin, and Evans. The Cardinals defense is not all that. They're not that great. I think the Buccaneers have better players. I think they can slow down the Cardinals offense, make a few more plays than the Cardinal, than vice versa. And I just keep thinking Evans and Godwin are going to get 150 yards apiece for like 10 catches apiece and a couple touchdowns. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers, honestly. It's going to be awesome.
I don't know. Tampa's offense, you just said it, the trio between Jameis, Mike and Chris are. That's a fucking god squad, honestly. Even if Jameis Winston throws 5 fucking picks, he's still gonna throw 4 touchdowns for 500 yards.
They'll still break 30 fucking points somehow. It's crazy.
I don't understand it. They are too
Ridiculous.
fucking good. Bruce Arians is a fucking genius.
He is.
Honestly, his offensive coordinator will be fired at the end of the year or sooner, because every time I watch Tampa Bay, he is screaming at his offensive coordinator, says fuck it, and he starts calling plays, and look what happens. Every time I watch, they score some fucking points. So Bruce Arians is a fucking genius on offense, and he's a damn good coach. We said it week in and week out. The Cardinals, on the other hand, have a fucking horrific and stupid and an idiot at coach. Cliff Kingsbury is not a good one. But Kyler Murray is keeping him in the game. They got Kenyon Drake. He is a really good all-down back. And they've also got like fucking 4 receivers that could start at any other team. So
they got the rookie second-year back, Chase Edmonds. So they got a couple good backs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So honestly, I'm gonna go Tampa just because they have a better defense. Actually, I don't even know.
On paper, they do. Their front 7 is pretty fucking good. I mean, it's gonna be hard. And you admit yourself, the Cardinals, when they started running the football, that's when they started scoring points, getting in the end zone. It's going to be hard to run the football against that front 7 of the Buccaneers. I'm not trying to twist your arm or anything. I'm just saying.
I was thinking about it, and you were talking as I was thinking exactly what you were saying. So I'm going to go Tampa. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be able to run the ball very well. And that's the only reason. The Cardinals have a fucking horrible defense. They're going to score points, but Tampa is just going to march all over them. So, I'm going to go Tampa, but that is the game of the week. That is the 1 o'clock game of the week right there.
Yep.
Moving on to the Falcons at the Saints. 1-7 Falcons, 7-1 Saints. NFC South battle. Who do you got?
A battle? Oh, my God. The
NFC
Saints
South
by 30.
Slaughter. Who do you got?
The Saints by 30. No additional comments. I don't have to say anything, I don't believe. It's Saints by 30. And it might be exactly like 30-0. Honestly, it's terrible.
I think the Falcons will score at least 17. I think the Saints will score 40. Just because the Falcons have Austin Hooper. They have Calvin Ridley, Devontae Freeman, who doesn't touch the fucking ball for some reason, and Julio Jones. Yeah. Matt Ryan will throw 5 picks like he usually does and overthrow every fucking receiver out there. But
is he playing or is Matt Shaw playing?
I think it's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is playing, I do believe. It might be Matt Shaw, but I haven't checked. But honestly, I don't even want to really talk about it. It's an NFC South battle, so it could be a tough one.
It's a slaughterhouse.
It could be a tough one just because it's a divisional game. They haven't played each other yet this year. But who knows? I don't know. Who knows? But I'm going to go Saints. Saints? Yep. Okay.
Saints by a lot. I mean, come on.
Oh, speaking of tough battle, here we go. We have the 1-7 Miami Dolphins facing the 5-3 Colts. You heard me right. The 1-7 Miami Dolphins. Ryan Fitzpatrick telling the Dolphins owners and leadership to fuck off and suck a dick. Yep. He won a game, and they're not last anymore. Going up against the 5-3 Colts without Jacoby Brissett.
Well, now Jacoby Brissett is questionable. He was limited practice Wednesday.
You're right.
That's the breaker for me. He is a pretty damn good quarterback. He's made some good plays. He's part of the reason they were probably should have been 6-2 if he did not get hurt. Though I think Hoyer did a solid job as a backup.
Yeah, Brian Hoyer's
Brissett is still better. So if Brissett plays, I think the Colts should win. If he doesn't play, it's not that Hoyer's the worst, but I mean, it's Brian Hoyer versus Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's pretty fucking even to me. I think the Dolphins will win if Brissett doesn't play, because that's a pretty cool match. That's 2 top-tier backup quarterbacks going at it, okay? So I'm going to say Ryan Fitzpatrick because he gets more PT, obviously, as a starter than Brian Hoyer. That's only if Brissett plays, he's a better playmaker, and they'll win the football game. So there you go.
Uh,
You got to respect. Listen, the Dolphins have had several respectable losses. Okay, then they weren't all 43 to
you're
0.
right. I
All right.
honestly, I am rooting for the Dolphins every week.
Maybe I am.
I love Ryan
Maybe I'm
Fitzpatrick.
overshooting this one, but I'm gonna say if Brissett doesn't play, I think
Hey,
Fitzmagic can get
you
it
can
done.
take you can call an upset. It's okay. It's a free
Oh, I
country.
know. I've called fucking
Call that
thousands.
upset. You've called
Yeah,
them 85 fucking percent of the time.
yeah.
I no. I think the Colts just have a too good of a team. I mean, honestly, fucking Andy Dalton could go out there, or Nathan Peterman could go and play for the Colts, and I still think they'd beat the Dolphins just because they're that good of a team. Not the best team, not fucking phenomenal, but they are a decent squad. The Dolphins, I'm rooting for them just because I love Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's the fucking man.
He is.
Fear the beard. He's the goat. Um, but I'm going to go Colts in this one. I don't think the Dolphins really have a chance. But, it could be a tough one like it has been every fucking week for them, basically. It's been a close battle for every fucking time they play. But I'm going to go Colts. Sorry, Dolphins. It's not going to be this week that you're going to get your
Yeah.
second win. Sorry. Moving on to the Rams and the Steelers. By the way, that was a 4 o'clock game. We're in the primetime games now, and that was a primetime game. Moving
There
on
you
to
go.
another 4:30 game, we have the 5-3 Rams traveling to Pittsburgh to face the 4-4 Steelers. The Steelers have won three straight times facing the Rams.
Have they?
Yep.
Well, damn, I fucking missed that show. I don't fucking recall any of that. This would be a pretty good game. Rams are definitely underperforming this season. Steelers, without Big Ben, they're so far exceeding my expectations since Big Ben's been out. Um, they're playing in Pittsburgh. They've won three straight. They just beat the fucking Colts. So I didn't think that was gonna happen. Granted, Brissett didn't play. I'm gonna go Rams in a close game. I don't know. The Steelers have been shocking me lately, but I'm gonna go with the Rams just because they should win. However, the Steelers are a good upset team in this one, so I'll go with the Rams. I'm not gonna pick the upset, but it's gonna be close. That's for sure.
Yes, I'm going to go Rams as well. They were my
Terrific.
NFC champions to begin the season. Very, very disappointing, underperforming like fuck, even with the acquisition of Jalen Ramsey. I'm going to go Rams, though. Jared Goff is getting into a rhythm, and now that
Yeah.
he is, I don't know, paying attention to what the fuck he's doing. So Todd Gurley's back and healthy. Robert Woods. I don't know if Brandon Cooks will be playing. I'm not 100% sure. I think he's still in concussion protocol.
He is ruled out in the concussion protocol still.
Okay. Even though they got Cooper Kupp as well. So I'm going to go Rams. The Steelers, I mean, they are an up and down team. And like you said, it's a good upset team to pick. But no, I think the Rams are just too good. They should be a fucking near 8-0 team on
Yeah,
paper. They're
they really
not,
should. Yeah.
obviously. So I'm going to go Rams, even if they're in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, by the way, is a really hard stadium to fucking win at.
Heinz
For some
Field.
damn
Yep.
reason. It's fucking disgusting, it looks like on TV. But that's probably why.
It's probably why.
Yeah, but I'm going to go Rams in this one. Sorry, Pittsburgh. You're not going to fucking win it.
Yeah, don't ever
Moving
say
on.
sorry, Pittsburgh. There's no
That's
such
another.
that should never be said ever. There's no feeling sorry for Pittsburgh. Let's just stop. Don't say that
Patriots
again.
fan speaking right there.
Just saying
I
that's
get
so.
it.
I
I
mean,
get
they
it.
fucking racked your team up by like 50 points last year. Doesn't that upset you a little bit? Anyway, moving on.
All right. Moving on to the 4:30 game. The Carolina Panthers, who are 5-3, traveling to Green Bay to face the 7-2 Packers. The Panthers, will they get blown out like they did for the 49ers, or will they actually make it a very close game against probably one of the most high-powered offenses in the NFL?
Well, first of all, the last three games we're going to talk about here are all NFC matchups, and they're going to be good ass games, in my opinion. And this one, I'll say it, statement, ready? Record it now. The Panthers will stifle the Packers. I guess you call it an upset victory at Lambeau Field. I think they will expose their defense. McCaffrey will do McCaffrey things. He has not had a bad game yet. Then when he doesn't get 150 yards rushing, he still gets 3 touchdowns of all different types of ways. Panthers will expose the Packers defense. Kyle Allen will have a good game. And then on the flip side, expect what we saw last week from the Chargers, who, in my opinion, are nowhere near the talent of the Panthers. Expect the Panthers defense to shut the shit down. There's no reason. Look, if the Chargers can do it, the Panthers sure as hell can do it too. So I'm expecting a lopsided win, upset victory, Panthers over Packers in Lambeau Field. Stop recording. Boom. There it is.
All right. Start recording. There's a reason I am wearing the Panther gear and the Panther jersey.
Oh, are you going to fucking choose the Panthers for once?
I am calling it upset. I am doing it. The Carolina Panthers will win Sunday in Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers will have a horrible time trying to get the ball off because of the Panthers pass rush on a record-breaking run in the sack category as a team. The one way, and I've said it week in and week out, the one way to beat the Panthers is to rush the ball and rush it well. I don't think they'll do it. I think the Panthers defense will stun the NFL and shut Aaron Rodgers down. The Panthers offense, however, I think they'll do great. You said McCaffrey do what McCaffrey does, and he fucking will. He will kick some ass. However, Kyle Allen is on the injured list for some fucking reason. I didn't check why, but he is. But he should be fine. He will be playing. And I think after watching the Titans game, Kyle Allen impressed me as a quarterback majorly. He made some great decisions and great fucking throws. Some that I haven't really seen him make, he made them that game. So I think that they will light the Packers up. I don't think it's going to be a fucking blowout, but I think the Panthers will win it pretty nicely in Green Bay. You heard that. In Green Bay.
Lambeau Field, people. Damn, we're both calling the upset.
The Panthers will win this game. They will do it. Yeah, I haven't really been calling the Panthers to win.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Just because of this matchup. Panthers will win. Stop recording.
I think so. I very strongly believe. And first of all, great pick. So, and I quote, you said the Panthers will stun the Packers. I said they will stifle the Packers. We are coming up with the best words possible for this would-be upset.
Yeah.
425, Fox, you know him, you hate him. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman will be calling this upset game. So tune in to those jackasses and watch that fucking upset because it's going to be a good one.
You know him, you hate him, fuck him. Yes. All right. Moving on. I mean, you said it right. The next 3 matchups, starting with the Panthers, is going to be fucking phenomenal.
Good game.
NFC teams, always hard to beat. 8:20 Sunday night, we have the Vikings at Dallas Cowboys. 6-3 Vikings, 5-3 Cowboys. Who do you got in this one? Don't fucking go. Do it. Do it.
The potential for both teams is sky high. I don't know what fucking Cowboys team's going to show up, and I don't know if the shitty Kirk Cousins or the MVP Kirk Cousins is going to show up. That being said, Cowboys.
Oh my God almighty. Are you fucking kidding me?
Cowboys.
What's fucking wrong with you?
I'm sorry. What Kirk? The Vikings they're back to it. They should not have lost. There's no way. Look, if Dalvin Cook doesn't get 150 rushing yards, Kirk Cousins can't be productive. And I'm sorry, the Cowboys front 7, I'm not looking at their stats. I'm just looking at, their front 7. It's fucking great. I think they're going to slow down Dalvin Cook. And without a good Dalvin Cook game, Kirk Cousins can't run his play action that he does very well in. I don't think it's going to work. I'm not saying they're going to blow them out. Hell, the Vikings won. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my God, I can't believe it. Because, the Vikings are pretty good. but the Cowboys are a bad matchup for the Vikings. That's all I'm saying. You got to look at the matchups. Cowboys are a bad matchup, and they're in Dallas, which it's hard to play at AT&T Stadium. So, Cowboys.
I respectfully disagree. Okay,
That
I
is a
get where you're
nice
coming
thing
from.
to say.
I get where you're coming from with the matchups,
Mm.
but I've said it week in and week out. I think I've chose the Vikings to win the past 5 weeks in a row, maybe 6.
They are
I am a
one like
I
five.
am a fan of the Vikings, and I'm
Yep.
a fan of Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is going to light it up. He's going to do phenomenal. I don't
Okay.
even care
I
what
mean,
Dalvin Cook does. Dalvin Cook could get 0 fucking rushing yards. This is Kirk Cousins' game, okay?
you
He's
just feel
been
him. You just
hated by
gotta
the
feel him.
media. He's been hated by the media. He's been hated by his fans. He's been hated by the fans of the NFL. I think Kirk Cousins is going to light the scoreboard up, and he should. He's got a lot of talent on that offense, and he's got a lot of talent in his fucking arm. Kirk Cousins will light the DBs of Dallas up. Fuck, Sam Darnold did it. Fucking Kirk Cousins can do it.
Okay.
However, I do believe it's going to be
He
a
did
higher
light
scoring
him
game.
up. Come on.
Dallas Cowboys offense is really fucking good, as well as their defense. Dak Prescott is a really good quarterback when need to be. Ezekiel Elliott, solid running back behind that offensive line. So I don't expect the Cowboys to get blown out, and I don't expect them to get stopped by the Vikings defense, which is honestly underperforming in my eyes. But I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I do see Kirk Cousins pulling out the win, though. The DB, and just because the DBs of Dallas is very disappointing right now. You said their front seven's good. I say the
They are.
DBs are fucking, and
They are. Yes.
that's why I'm calling Kirk Cousins to go off.
Kirk Cousins is a play action quarterback. Without the run, you don't really have play action. But yeah, we'll
You are
see.
correct.
Anyway, got
But you
$100
also
on
have
this game.
Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen too. So
Yeah, well, so then they should be getting 90 points a game then.
all right,
Anyway,
you got Dallas. This is like the probably how many we disagreed on?
not too many. I don't really care. We both got the Panthers upset, like stunning
Oh,
and
I'm
stifling.
I'm
I
excited about
love that
that.
one. That's the only one I care about.
Now watch them
So,
get blown out like the 49ers. I hope not. But
oh,
speaking of the 49ers, this is the last
God.
one, the last game of week 10, and it's a fucking great one.
Monday
Monday
Night
Night Football
Football.
in San Francisco. We have the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks going up against the 8-0 San Francisco 49ers. Are you calling the upset?
I am.
I'm calling the upset.
This one is certainly fucking reasonable to me. 49ers defense is great. Listen,
it's
Kyler
who are they
Murray
playing?
to me is as closest thing physically and as far as play style as you're going to get to Russell Wilson. He's not there yet. I think
No.
he could be that style play one day, like Russell Wilson is now. He's been in the league, 7 years or 6, 7 years now, and he's playing the best he's ever played. Kyler Murray is a very similar quarterback. They put up, 20 some odd points on the 49ers defense, and made it a damn good game. Seahawks have a better offense than the Cardinals. They have a damn good run game. They have great receivers. I'm pretty sure Josh Gordon is practicing. So throw DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, fucking Josh fucking Gordon with Chris Carson and a good offensive line and Russell Wilson. Fuck. Their offense is the shit. Granted, their defense is pretty much average to mediocre. And the 49ers run game could be very good. So it's going to be a good game. If Jimmy G plays like he did last game, it'll be a lot fucking closer than I think it would be. But the upset is not that much of an upset. I'm going Seahawks, but I don't think it's too far-fetched.
No. I agree with you. I'm going to go Seahawks. You said it all. And from a defensive-minded person, and when I watch games, I honestly have like a coaching mind when I watch games. I don't watch it as like a spectator. I just try to put myself in situations
That's
and what
right.
I would do.
What would I do? What kind of play would I call here?
Exactly.
What would I
and
run?
I look at
Yeah.
what they're running, and I look at what the defense is running, the offense is running, and I just try to incorporate my style of play into games.
Right.
And honestly, Russell Wilson's a fucking nightmare to play against.
Yep.
So Russell Wilson is the only reason I'm going to choose the Seahawks over the 49ers. It's all him. This offense ride or dies with him. If he gets hurt, they're fucked completely. 100%. They're not winning another fucking game. If they do,
Pretty
it's because of
much.
their
Yeah.
defense. No, Russell
No,
Wilson is
not
the
good.
heart and soul of this team, and that's the only reason they're doing good. The 49ers, they're a good team. They are one-dimensional in my eyes. And when they go up against a defense that's mediocre, can do good, can do bad, honestly, it's a hit or miss. I think the run game will be all right. Jimmy Garoppolo probably won't even have to do much just because their run game will be clicking. But I'm just going to go Seahawks, honestly, just because of Russell Wilson. It's going to be very hard to stop
Yep.
him and only him.
Yep.
And
But
he's
see,
going to do
it's the
he's got that clutch
matchup.
gene.
This is the matchup people should really be excited for. This is the current MVP of the
Yep.
league. Best quarterback in football as of right now, going against one of the best, if not the best defenses, at least give him the best front seven in football. Because my God, we're gonna see how
Yeah, 3
we're gonna
seconds.
see how good Nick Bosa really fucking is. We're gonna see if he can contain and do something against Russell Wilson.
That's the new topic right there. If Russell Wilson wins this game or even just performs well
Is the
against the
MVP a
number
lock?
one defense in the NFL, he is definitely the fucking MVP of the
He
league.
could fucking not play. He could throw 6 interceptions in the following 3 games. I think
Yep.
he'd still be the MVP if
Oh yeah.
he does what he has been
This
doing
is right
against
here.
this defense.
If he
Yep.
does good right here, if
Yep.
he does what he's been doing against this defense, it don't matter what he does for the rest of the season. He's the MVP. No
I
shit. No
agree.
doubt.
I agree.
This is it right here. This is a fucking damn
Yep.
good matchup. By the
It's going to
way,
be a classic.
going back to Thursday Night Football, another good Thursday Night Football matchup this week. That was good. That was a good game.
Another good dude. I think there's been 1 or 2 games, and the rest have been some of the best games of the week.
Yeah.
So that was
And
a great
this
fucking game.
is probably, I would think, going to be the best Monday Night Football game that we've seen that I can
Oh,
think of.
easily.
Should be.
I can't recall a game. I think there was a Falcons game that was close. The Falcons Eagles was really good game, but it
Yeah.
was real sloppy. These are 2 actually good fucking teams
Yeah.
going against each other. So this is going to be awesome.
I can't wait. This is going to be a really good week. We called some upsets. We called the Panthers. We're calling the Seahawks. The Vikings and Cowboys is going to be a good matchup. And the 1 o'clock games, the Cardinals and Bucks. Who would have thought that's going to be the best fucking 1
I
o'clock
know.
matchup? I mean, honestly. And it's
almost
probably not even going to be on
embarrassing to
fucking
say.
TV. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try to watch it. But yeah, it's going to be a good bunch of good matchups. I can't wait to see it starting Sunday. Do you got anything else, Nick?
I do not. That was a great episode, and I'm just saying, Panthers. I think I might go 100% this week. I might go
100%.
100%. I'm feeling really good about several of these picks, so I'm thinking 100%. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in a couple days where we'll have our recaps of all these games to see what we got right, see what we got wrong, and just recap the games and predict next week's Thursday Night Football matchup. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you later.